1966 was a great year for English sport, obviously, because they won the Football World Cup. Wrote a song about it and everything. And the Great Britain Lions went on tour. Sorry, the Great Britain Rugby League Lions went on tour. Got to give them an official name these days. To Australia and New Zealand. 30 games they played. Unfortunately, lost 2 of them to Australia in the Test series. But we'll come to that in a moment. And when they came back, they had a little celebration, a charity match in aid of the St. John Ambulance. Not St. John, St. John Ambulance. Not St. John's. Get it right. St. John Ambulance. Big fans of Ian St. John, obviously. Here's the front of the programme. Played at Headingley, because all the big games are played at Headingley. It's iconic. Team in red versus team in white with a red hoop on the photo, on the front. Well, drawing. There's no vote for Guinness. You reckon that was about the other code though, don't you, that advert? So they had a curtain raiser at this match with old players playing against each other. The West in red and the East in green. They wear white, wouldn't you? Never has such a novel curtain raiser been played in this country as that which prefaces the main event today. Seeing once old favourites once again in action will arouse many nostalgic memories. Ah, the good old days. When men were men and rugby was good. For the former players too, there is a great thrill in donning rugby kit and reappearing before an appreciative audience. At Leeds, perhaps today's game will become a prototype of what may become an annual fixture. There's certainly been a ready response from former players and a lively interest has been expressed by the public. Doyen of the players is Bill Harper of Hull, who was very quick off the mark to volunteer his services. At 61 years of age, he keeps himself very fit and will be showing his paces on the wing. Another as quick off the mark to volunteer as he was on the wing when he delighted the crowds with his pace and size step was Brian Bevan. He's sure to receive a warm ovation today. Halfbacks have been most eager to participate and some interesting combinations will take the field. The former Halifax pair, Ken Dean and Sam Keelty, will be showing their wiles, but the 1954 World Cup halfbacks, Gordon Brown and Jerry Helm, find themselves in opposition. You notice they're not quite sure how to spell Jerry's first name. The players have been divided into 2 groups, depending as far as possible on whether the club for which they played most of their rugby is east or west of the Pennines. Gus Risman and Trevor Foster, respective captains, have plenty of talent at their disposal, and during the 3 short intervals will be ringing the changes in their teams to ensure that all volunteers get a chance to feel the ball in their hands once again. I've no idea how this game finished. So here's the 2 sides in the main event. The 1966 tourists are back from their experiences down under, and the rest of the league. Some decent names in there. Bev Risman, Tom van Vollenhoven, Roger Millward. Again, I've got no idea who won this game, but there you go. Great Britain playing Umbro Sportswear, the choice of champions. Again, the rest of the league are wearing green. Odd. There is the team, looking very smart in their suits. And the results of that tour, look at some of the teams they played. Far North Queensland, North Queensland, Central Queensland, Sydney, all of it. New South Wales North Coast, New South Wales, Southern New South Wales, Northern New South Wales, and Ipswich. Or Western New South Wales. So that's all of New South Wales and Queensland covered. So they changed the rules, and the play the ball is a new thing. Look. Judging by the letters received at Rugby League headquarters, can you imagine them today? The Rugby League public are warmly acclaiming the experimental play the ball room. It will be in operation today and operates as follows. This is where you can learn how to actually play Rugby League. This was in the 4 tackles. 4 tackle days rather than 5 or 6. A ricochet rebound does not constitute a touch, so nothing is to be gained by kicking the ball hard against an opponent, hoping for a rebound when playing the ball after a tackle. Let's get on with it. Stop messing around. It is, and always has been, difficult to understand why a nucleus of people within the game have always failed to realise that it is wrong in principle to allow the tackle player's side to retain possession of the ball ad infinitum. Apart from being wrong in principle, its further effect on the game has been short of disastrous. Over the years, a creeping paralysis has affected the game, and instead of Rugby League being a spectator sport with an accent on speed, variety and continuity, it is becoming the eyes of the neutral observer, all in wrestling in the mud. Oh dear. All due to the play the ball rule, a rule which the hardened supporter learns to live with like a chronic illness, but which one the neutral observer detests. As far back as the late 40s, Prince Philip, still going, having his first taste of Rugby League football, exclaimed, "This is a funny rule." He could have been excused if he had also applied his famous adjective. What is his famous adjective? I'm guessing it's a bad word. Comes to think of it, maybe he did. Let's hope this season we say farewell, forever, to the trench warfare, the creeping barrage, the bullocking and barging, call it what you will, which has become such a feature of the game in recent years. Rugby League, always changing the rules.